Yo, 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 yo. Bop, 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 blah, bop. Yo, what the fuck is the name of that song? Yo, 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 what's good, y'all? Uh, fuck that song. What's this song? Fucking Middle Child, J.Cole. Yeah. Let me turn this bitch up a little bit. Yo, yo, yo. Monday Night Podcast. That's how I like it. You all on my dick. I'm all in my bag. As hard as it get. I do that motherfucking bass line, nigga. I might hit the blunt, but I'm not gonna trip. I ain't popping no pill, but you do as you wish. I roll with some things. I love them to death. I got a few mil, but not all of them rich. What good is the bread? My niggas is broke. What good is first class? And my niggas can't sit. That's my next mission. That's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, my niggas won't I can't play this on the record. Back on my wrist. But like, yo, this shit went fucking hard, yo. I gotta talk about this shit every time. Two legends can not coexist, but I never beat with a nigga for nothing if I smoke a Alright, that's enough of that. Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy SpokenGhost, the host with the motherfucking most. You are now tuning back into the Mighty Nice Podcast, episode number 13. Ain't no bad luck over here, my nigga. What's good, man? Yo, it's fucking crazy as fuck. I actually did see a black cat today. It was black and white, though, so I think I'm safe. It is the 13th episode. It is kind of motherfucking weird, but fuck that shit, man. No bad luck, man. As long as you don't acknowledge it, you should be alright. It was black and white. It was a black and white cat, so. Anyway, fuck that shit, man. We'll on to some other shit, but yeah, man. What's up, y'all, man? Hope everybody's motherfucking well, man. Shout out to my YouTube motherfuckers, subscribers, man. If you're a new subscriber, gotta get that shit up, man. Yo, yo, yo. If you are a new watcher, man, new subscriber, man, thank you, man. If you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that motherfucking subscribe button. Thank you to shout out to motherfucking SoundCloud listeners, man. Shout out to motherfucking Madrid, man. I think y'all continue to fucking with me, man. Got some people out of New York, a few niggas out of what state was that? Niggas all over the map, you know what I'm saying? We just keep the motherfucking grinding, doing our motherfucking thing, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to motherfucking SoundCloud, shout out to YouTube, shout out to motherfucking college niggas, shout out to older people you listening, shout out to motherfucking younger people. However, shout out to everybody, shout out to my motherfucking aliens. Shout out to my extraterrestrials, my nigga. Shout out to my alien women. Shout out to motherfucking everybody, yo. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to my nigga Tit. Shout out to my nigga Mello. Shout out to my nigga Josh. Yo, this might be the shout out episode, man. It's late as fuck, yo. I'm seriously thinking about changing his name to the Late as Fuck podcast because I do this shit late as fuck all the time. But anyway, y'all know me, man. By now, if you don't know me, I do this shit late all the time. If you this first time watching, I do this shit late listening. I do this shit late all the time. So, I don't think this is the latest I've ever done it, but fuck that shit, man. We came in with the top of the show with J.Cole, Middle Child. Initial first listen, yo. I'm gonna say it, I didn't like it, but when I first heard it, like all this hype was around it. You know what I'm saying? J.Cole was putting these. Instagram, it was on Instagram putting these posts up about middle child, and he was putting a bunch of people who were middle children, like all the people who middle children were like successful or whatever, some shit like that. Like Bill Gates was one of them. Who else? It was a bunch of famous people who did a lot of amazing shit. That was all middle children. I don't know if J. Cole is a middle child. I haven't went that deep into his motherfucking history. I wasn't aware if J. Cole had any siblings. You know what's crazy? Like, when I heard J. Cole had some white in him, when I heard his mama was white, I was super surprised. I was like, yo, for real, my nigga? Shit. That nigga does not look like he motherfucking got a drop of white in him. That shit boggled me for a second. I was like, yo, that's crazy as fuck. Like, I did not even fucking suspect that. Like, but anyway, yo, that shit just like, yo, fam, for real? J. Cole is white. But like, it's like, it's half white. I don't want to call him white, but J. Cole half white. It's like, damn, bro. And he got nigga hair, too. And he only have, like, mixed nigga hair, bro. You know what I'm saying? He don't have mixed nigga hair. He got nigga hair. So, like, I don't know. Some mixed niggas got nigga hair. Some mixed niggas got motherfucking mixed nigga hair. It's weird, but J. Cole look dark as fuck to have some white in him, man. He look brown as hell to have some white in him. That shit was crazy. That shit, I was like, damn. But anyway, yeah, man, middle child. Like I said, initial first listen, I was like, damn, I was kind of disappointed because I was like, yo, it's kind of like, it sounds like Lil Baby flow, and it sounds like Lil Baby flow, and this is what I don't know. This kind of matches up, but not really, but it kind of does. So I'm gonna say it like, you never know. Like this is why you should always go back. Like I'm 20 years old, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of young niggas don't go back to classic shit. You know what I'm saying, quote unquote, the golden era or before that, even the 80s or the 70s, even before that. You know what I'm saying. So um, I was listening. I was listening recently back to Block Boy JB, and but like I said, this kind of matches up, but not really, because J Cole. But I'm gonna get into the reason why I understood it. I eventually got what J Cole was trying to do. He said it in the song. I had to go back and actually listen to the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? What he was saying in the bitch. You know what I'm saying? It was a purpose for that flow. So um, but anyway, like I was saying, I encourage like young niggas to go back and listen to older school music, older classic hip hop, or the golden era, or whatever you want to call it, and or even before the golden era. And I was talking about Block Boy JB. I was listening back to Block Boy JB, and I think the song was called Rover 2.0. The one that got him on, like the one that I think it was one of the ones that got him on, like started helping him, his first or second single or something like that. They started propelling him to the spotlight and shit like that. If you and this is not in no way in shape or form of this. I'm just saying this is why you should go back and listen to older school music. If you listen to Block Boy JB, Rover 2.0, that is the flow he is using in that song is Tommy Wright the Third. And you've never heard of Tommy Wright the Third. He was with his whole if you want to like put him into like like the mode he's in, you could say he's like 3 6 Mafia, Project All them. You could say he kind of like in that mode. Tommy Wright the Third, that song, I fuck with Tommy Wright the Third. You know what I'm saying? I think he came out in, what year did Tommy Wright the Third come out? 90 something. Uh, I went back and listened to Tommy Wright the Third. Shit, I don't know how I got on to Tommy Wright the Third, but Tommy Wright the Third came out in the motherfucking 90s, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna go ahead and look this shit up because I don't want to get this wrong. We got shit to look it up. You know what I'm saying? So why not look it up? Come on, fucking shit. What does this shit say? What was his first shit came out? 94. 90. So yeah, he's a motherfucking, like I was born like 98. You know what I'm saying? So, and I went back and listened to Tommy Wright the Third. And like I was saying, Block Boy JB, he took some elements from Tommy Wright the Third's flow. It's Tommy Wright flow. It's Tommy Wright the Third flow to a motherfucking T on Rover 2.0. That's Tommy Wright the Third flow. I know he's probably paying homage because I think they're both Memphis niggas. I think Block Boy JB from Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's from Memphis. They two Memphis niggas. So it makes sense. It makes sense for him to pay homage to Tommy Wright. But all I'm saying is this is why you should go back and listen to motherfucking older school music because you never know who your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper is probably some old school, like it's probably somebody that you before you was motherfucking born. You know what I'm saying? Before you was motherfucking born, and you think and kids today think the music. The kids think history today is starting right now with them. You know what I'm saying? We think history like us millennials. We think history is starting right. A lot of us think history and like we created all this shit. Like we think we created like all this shit. Like and this is a scary thought, but this is a scary theory. The theory that nothing is new under the sun, and I call it a theory because it creates this things like so does that mean nothing is original? Does that mean that what's the purpose of creating? So I'm gonna keep it as a theory, you know what I'm saying? Because you can certainly take homage in different bits and pieces from back in the day. That's what it's all about. That's what hip hop is all about, you know what I'm saying? Branching this shit back together, branching this shit together. You should want to bring back those old school elements, but you should also say, yo, man, Like the game. He says it. He says, "Yo, man, like when I'm in the studio, I felt like I try to summon Biggie. You know what I'm saying? The game tries to summon like that Biggie aura. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not. Of course, I think Block Boy JB is a Memphis nigga, so it does make sense for him to pay homage to Tommy Wright III. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I say, man, you should always go back and pay attention to older school music because you never know. Like you think he created that flow. Like you think Block Boy Block. I'm not, and this is no way a diss to Block Boy JB because I'm sure he was just paying homage because they both from Memphis. Uh, but yeah, you think he created that flow? Like that's Tommy Wright the third flow. You know what I'm saying? And I think people should go back and listen to Tommy Wright the third. Tommy Wright the third got some motherfucking fucking shit that knock, bro. Like Tommy Wright the third is that motherfucking nigga. Like Micho Maker, Town to Rob, motherfucking Murder in the First Degree. Man, just go back and listen to Tommy Wright the third, man. That shit go fucking hard still to this day. I still bump that shit, man, cause yo, man, we can't let this old school shit die. And I keep calling it old school shit because I'm giving y'all a frame of reference so y'all can see y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean when I say old school shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make it understandable for the younger people in the motherfucking audience. But don't shit on this old school shit. I guess the moral of the story is don't shit on the old school shit. Before you shit on the old school shit, you should notice how it influences the shit that comes out today. You should know how it influences the shit I guarantee you, your favorite song right now that came out their favorite song right now probably it's a good chance to have some elements from some shit that was way back in the in the 80s or the 90s. Like I talked about last week, the rapper Comethazine, he reminds me a lot of Easy E. That whole little his cadence, his voice, like the way his aura on the motherfucking beat, he reminds me a lot of Easy E. You know what I'm saying? So before, like, just don't think like, you know what I'm saying? Just put all this shit in context. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know that your favorite song today was probably influenced from somebody that was in the 80s or 90s. So before you shit on that old school music, just know where your shit come from before you say it, before you open your mouth. Know where your shit come from. I bet you a lot of niggas didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? That Block Boy JB was paying homage. I'm gonna say he was paying homage. I'm sure he wasn't trying to steal it or nothing because they both from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? He was paying homage to Tommy Wright III. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, I'm gonna keep reiterating this. This is gonna be a recurring theme on my motherfucking podcast. You know what I'm saying? Before you shit on this old school shit, just know that this new school shit comes. A lot of it is birth. You know what I'm saying? Not birth, but a lot of it is we pay homage to motherfucking old school shit. So, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying about it. You know what I'm saying? Let me look something up real quick on this motherfucking shit before I move on. Uh, yeah, I was right. Anyway, we're gonna move into some other shit. But yeah, J.Cole Middle Child, like I said, um, I didn't like it eventually. I didn't like it initially the first listen. You know what I'm saying? But when I listened to it the second time, when I actually started listening to the lyrics, I was like, yo, okay, I get it now. I get what J. Cole is trying to do with this shit. I was worried when it first came on. When I heard it for the first time, I was like, oh shit, it was too many cooks in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like when all them pictures in the studio with J. Cole and all his like he was inviting like 100 niggas to the studio and you know what I'm saying? It was the studio was just packed and it was having all these studio sessions and shit. I was like, this it could be dope. I was like, yo, this is a lot of niggas in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you create something, it's usually the people like I create by myself a lot of the time. But I've done collabs before, like it's usually just it's not a whole lot of extra niggas in there. And I'm nowhere near the level of I'm not trying to compare myself, but I'm saying like even Tyler the Creator, you know what I'm saying? He said he would like to still record by himself. Or if it's a collab, he'll be in the studio with him and the other person. But they may have other niggas in there, but it's usually just you and another person, or the niggas who always in there. You know what I'm saying? It's not usually just a big old party. I was like when I first heard, I was like, it might be too many niggas in there for the motherfucking. You know what I'm saying? You got everybody be like, yo, this shit fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? There just be a bunch of yes men in there because you you J. Cole, you invited him to a studio session, they might say everything fire. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I eventually got the second listen, I started listening to the lyrics. I eventually got what he was trying to say, and it's like, yo, this shit dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I mimicked your style and then, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with the flow he was using, and I understood why. You know what I'm saying? So this is a dope motherfucking song. I'm ready for the Dreamville project that's coming out. Hopefully if that comes out, you know what I'm saying? I think that shit would be dope. How could it not? You got Jid, J. Cole, Boss, Kaz, Earth Gang. How could that shit not be dope? You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be motherfucking fire. I saw a lot of other rappers in there too, so you know what I'm saying? We may get a new sound from motherfucking J. Cole, because he gonna be hopping on beats that he didn't make. So yo, that shit gonna be motherfucking different. It's gonna be a different light for J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? Because you know J. Cole produces his own motherfucking beats. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna get on some shit that he didn't create. So we're gonna get a whole new different vibe from motherfucking J. Cole and shit. So that's gonna be dope. Yeah, man. Shout out to my niggas who whipless. You know what I'm saying? Me included. You know what I'm saying? Ride Ubers and shit. I was in the Uber with this Hispanic dude earlier. Man, he was bumping this Mexican music, Hispanic music. Yo, that shit fire, bro. This shit was some fire shit. It's like, yeah, that shit was motherfucking fire, bro. I was vibing to that shit on low key, man. I don't want to say nothing. I'm about to put my headphones in. I heard that shit like, oh, this shit fire, bro. I can rock it. Just live next to some motherfucking Hispanics when I was a kid. Man, the motherfuckers used to like party to 5 in the morning, bro. Like you get the motherfucking house and be shaking, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then motherfucker like, 5 in the morning, bro. Just going, bro. Zoning, man. They don't never sleep, bro. That shit, man. They was good ass neighbors though. There was some motherfucking good neighbors though. Like motherfuckers like cut our grass and shit. But with the power lines when the power was out, you know what I'm saying? Like the motherfuckers like, yo, like I don't want to make this a political podcast, but yo, man, you know Trump with his wall shit. I don't really want to talk about political shit on my podcast, but because it's really not the place for that shit. But man, how could you ignore this shit? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you know, shutting down the government and trying to build a wall and shit, man. Like, what Mexicans ever do? What Hispanics ever do to us? You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been like, yo, like, my motherfucker, when I had Hispanic as my next door neighbor, man, I forgot that nigga name, but he was such a good motherfucking neighbor. Like, we was growing up, you know what I'm saying? He offered to cut our motherfucking grass. He fucked the power lines. He got the motherfucking ball out the motherfucking off the roof one time. Like, he got a ladder got a ball off the roof one time. Like, bro, like, he was a real good neighbor, you know what I'm saying? But I don't get it, man. Like, his wife got deported one time. His wife got deported, and I was like, yo, fam, like, wow, like, they wasn't doing nothing but just chilling. Like, they really wasn't doing nothing but chilling. Like, I don't know why the government has such a thing against Hispanics. Like, it's crazy as fuck. Like, because he was just like a nigga just doing this motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And his wife got goddamn deported, and it was just crazy, bro. It was like, wow, man, that shit still happened. Like, yo, that shit was crazy, bro. Like, I don't even know why the government like fucking with them niggas like that. Cause you know what's funny? You know what's crazy? Like when Hispanic, like most illegal immigrants, they don't even come on land. Most illegal immigrants don't even cross the border on land. Like most, if you go look it up, bro, go Google this shit, like for your own motherfucking research. But most illegal immigrants, they don't cross through land. They cross it through through the sky. They cross through a motherfucking plane. They fly over from Mexico and they overstay their visa. You dumb fuck. You dumb fuck. Trump, like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Like, bro, most of them don't even come through the motherfucking land, bro. Like, so a wall don't even make sense. They motherfuckers fly from Mexico and they overstay their visa. So building a wall will literally do nothing, bro. It's not gonna stop illegal immigration. So like, bro, like this nigga is fucking like, bro, like, go look that shit up for yourself. This research, bro, like, bro, go look that shit up for your motherfucking self. Go Google that shit. Like, how do majority of illegal immigrants come in the country? Quote unquote illegal aliens come in the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's so weird, like, bro, like. when that Syrian refugee shit was happening, like, yo, like, and Trump trying to have this fucking Muslim ban and some dumb shit, like, bro, like, yo, fam, they country is fucked up, like, bro, like, niggas is, bro, like, it's literally war and, like, kids are dying and shit, bro. You not letting niggas come over here, bro, like, some goofy ass shit, bro. I don't understand that shit, bro. We don't really get into politics on this shit, but, like, yo, fam, it's like, yo, like, why would you, it's like, it's so weird to explain, but it's like, yo, this is just dirt, bro. Like, niggas, like, the land that we live on is literally just fucking dirt. And, like, in the government, like, they can't, like, you can't just, how am I trying to explain this shit? Like, you can't just come to some shit, motherfucking take it over, like, quote unquote, take it over and, like, you control, like, everything, control shit and control every fucking thing. Like, that's not, you, like, in theory, you shouldn't be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I'm saying, like, if y'all can get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't be able to come to a motherfucking, just come to a patch of dirt and just like, quote unquote, take it over and kill everybody with the disease and just kill everybody and you own it. Like, it's like this, you really shouldn't, they really shouldn't have the authority they have. And, like, when you really just look at government, they just motherfucking people like us. They eat, shit, sleep, go to bed, just like motherfucking us. So why is these grown ass niggas telling like grown ass niggas what to do, what you can and can't do? Like, the government, like weed, for example, like, why is another grown man telling another grown man that they can't smoke weed, you know, that weed is illegal? Why is another grown man telling me I can't do this or can't do that? Like, bro, like, we are all, you a human, like, just I'm a human. So why are you more important than me? Why do you get to make the laws? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like government, like, really, this shit don't really make sense, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, like, we should have an anarchy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck we should do with the shit. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out, like, the flaws in this shit. Like, another grown person is telling another grown person you can't do A, B, or C. It's like, fam, like, what the fuck, yo? It's like, nigga, you were a person just like me. Like, yo, I don't like that shit, yo. Like, hold on, let me take a sip of this shit real quick. It's like, yo, fam, like in high school, and this drives me right into my next motherfucking topic, yo. Drives me right into the motherfucking next topic. I know what said we wasn't talking about politics, but fuck it, bro. We're talking about politics. Like, we're talking a little bit about politics in this episode. I don't really want to get into that, but, like, fuck it. I mean, this shit is really in the shit, trolling the headlines right now. So, and I got, like, some shit to say about it. But, like, yo, when the Clemson players went to the motherfucking White House, you know, Trump gave them McDonald's or whatever, and I saw the nigga players. I saw some of the black players from Clemson, and they was in there, and I was like, yo, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was me, like niggas, if niggas from my high school, bro, like, well, when I played football, I went to a motherfucking predominantly, when I was in high school, my mama sent us to a predominantly white high school in the country. So we was around like a bunch of rednecks. I'm not calling everybody from my high school rednecks, but Confederate flags was motherfucking, like, motherfuckers used to fly a Confederate flag out the parking lot. They used to have a big ass Confederate flag in their truck, riding them out the parking lot. So y'all can just get the picture of what I'm talking about. So it was that kind of motherfucking school. So a lot of racist shit happened to me in that motherfucking school, but to a lot of other niggas. You know what I'm saying? It was only like 15, 20 of us against 800 white people. But whatever. Yo, so we all had to stick together. Of course, we all sat at lunch together. All the niggas sat at lunch together. It was like we felt like we had to. We felt like we had to stick together. You know what I'm saying? And some of the black kids started acting, you know, quote unquote white and shit. But, you know, a lot of the niggas, we all stuck together. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. So when that whole kneeling thing went on, I played football for my high school, and it, like I said, it was like in the country and shit. It's like, you know, Confederate flag waving motherfuckers around, you know, whatever. So I played football for motherfucking high school. When that whole Colin Kaepernick kneeling thing went on, you know what I'm saying, I was like, yo, I didn't kneel, but I didn't put my hand over my motherfucking heart during the Pledge of Allegiance, during the before the football games. And so that's just kind of low what nigga I ain't. So I don't want to take because you don't want to take because you don't want to make it a spectacle like because it's about the football games. So that was my frame of reference. Like when I'm thinking about now, like hindsight is always 2020. I was like, yo, should I have kneeled? Because like I think I should have kneeled, but I didn't put. I did something. I did something. You know what I'm saying? As a form of protest. You know what I'm saying? Like me and all the black players on the team, it was like 4 or 5 of us. No. It's probably like 10 of us out of the 60 niggas that were on the team, 60, 70 niggas on the team. But I don't know if all of us, I think all of us did it, or it may not have been all of us, but most of us, we was like, yo, we got to do something, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, we ain't just like not do nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't kneel, but we didn't put our hand over our motherfucking hearts. You know what I'm saying? We just stood there during the motherfucking Pledge of Allegiance. We just stood there like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So, during the national, not the pledge, during the national anthem and all that shit. When Colin Kaepernick shit was going on, I just stood there. You know what I'm saying? That's to let you know what kind of person I am. You know what I'm saying? I just stood. I said we got to do some kind of protest. And I was always the motherfucking nigga like yo like when racial shit was happening. I was always the nigga like yo like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You call me a nigger and I've been called a nigger and all that, but whatever. I was just so y'all can get the gist of what I'm saying. And when the Clemson niggas went there, when the black players from Clemson went to the White House, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way because like, yo, I wouldn't win. Keep it 100. I wouldn't win. I would have overslept. I would have went to the bathroom, act like I was shitting, and missed the motherfucking bus. Like, when them niggas was in there, like I get, but like, and a new story just came out today that the Warriors. They said, fuck the White House visit. They went to go see Obama instead. So that's just let you kind of know how the Warriors rocking. You know what I'm saying? Where they stand. When the black players went to motherfucking Clemson, they was in there, just smiling and shit. Like not smiling, but like for the like they was just kind of like smiling for the cameras or whatever. I was like, yo, that shit kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I wouldn't have did that, man. I just wouldn't have went. I would have found some way to get out of it, man. That shit just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I was like, yo, I don't, because, man, this is like, yo, I went to a racist-ass high school, like, predominantly white, I was like, yo, I was a nigga like, yo, why, I was a nigga in class always asking the question, like, why in the world history class, do the first time we meet black people is slaves? Why don't we talk about when we was motherfucking kings and queens? Why do we hear about the white monarchy? Why do we only hear about the white monarchy? And the first time you meet niggas in history is when we was motherfucking slaves. That's the very first time you meet niggas in history. And that's not the first. That's like we were just waiting to be motherfucking slaves. They don't talk about the motherfucking African kings and queens that came before that shit. I was a nigga in class like that. So, yo, it's just like, yo, that shit just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. When I saw them niggas there in Clemson, that they went there to the White House, I was like, yo, man. I kind of looked at them like Kanye a little bit. I was like, yo, fam, like, I just would have found a way out of it, man. I just overslept, like I said, shit, be on the toilet, like act like I missed the bus, or fuck that shit, bro. Like for real, I don't know, man. That shit just kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. And like I said, the Warriors, man, they said fuck that White House visit, and they went to go see Obama. But anyway, man, we'll take a quick motherfucking break, man. We'll come right back at y'all with another one, man, another motherfucking segment. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning into the Mighty Nice Podcast. You dig? We'll be right back at you. Yo, we are motherfucking back, man. Let's pick up this motherfucking energy, my nigga. Let's play a little bit of this. That motherfucking last topic, y'all get a little bit of. Just get it like this. Do it like this. Let's listen to Busta Flow. We're gonna play it out with it.
Now every time I come and I hit you niggas and shit, regardless, you get retarded and the niggas ain't got a clue. On how the fuck I do what I do and say what I think and spit what I spit, you ain't never even got a question. If you know that I'm the only nigga that got that income is my really turn the favor to a motherfucking zoo. Then I come and I go crazy shit. Make the nigga do exactly what I want him to. From my point of view, instead of trying to step up, you still trying to play catch up and keep up with the way in the
God damn, man, that's still one of the hardest flows, man. Yo, man, Busta, man. Yo, man. Busta is a motherfucking killer, man. Yo, that's one of the hardest flows ever in motherfucking hip hop history. I'm not gonna rank it. I'm not gonna motherfucking put it. I'm not gonna rank it or nothing like that. I'm just saying that's one of the hardest flows of motherfucking hip hop history, yo. Like, that's if you don't know the name of that song, that's Busta Rhymes featuring Eminem. I Hurt You, bro. Like, yo, man, that's one of the hardest flows motherfucking ever, bro. Like, yo, man. That shit go crazy, man. I just had to bring the motherfucking energy back to a motherfucking level I wanted to be at. You know what I'm saying? Back at it like a motherfucking crack at it, man. Welcome back to the Monday Nights Podcast. This is episode 13, man. Shout out to motherfucking everybody, man. I hope everybody doing motherfucking well, man. Hold on, shit. Hold on. Make sure we right. Man, I hope everybody doing all right, man. Take a sip of this drink real quick. Mouth a little motherfucking dry. I'm actually gonna crack open to these motherfucking caramel bugles, man. Y'all know me and these shits, man. Shit's a motherfucking great, man. On the second half of this shit, man, I don't really got much to talk about, but let's make it fun, huh? I wanna put their motherfucking products in their motherfucking shit, you know what I'm saying? These are motherfucking Mighty Nice Podcast bugles, my nigga. No, this is Mighty Nice Podcast caramel chips. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man. Yo, man, I'm drinking this motherfucking Oreo coffee, man. It comes with Oreo already in it. It's just a motherfucking big glass of sugar. It's not a glass, but it's just a motherfucking big cup of sugar, man. This shit tastes good as hell, motherfucker. This shit tastes good as hell, man. Oreo motherfucking coffee, man. Fucking with that, man. Go get that shit if you want to, man. This is a motherfucking big cup of sugar. I really shouldn't be drinking it at this time of night, but gotta fucking stay up and do this shit. But anyway, yeah, man, that's just a motherfucking, like, I started with that motherfucking shit, cause, yo, that shit, I just had to pick up the energy, and that shit is one of the hardest flows motherfucking ever, man. Yo, I'm gonna kick this shit back on just so motherfucking get right, man. Let's get a motherfucking party going in this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, these niggas panic and pregnant, get frantic and let their emotions out and I doubt they can never test my truth. Take a second, check it, I reckon my records are better than whatever record you recorded, that's why you shit is true. Fucking idiot, I don't think you get it, that's one of the greatest never been, every syllable is true.
Yo, if you motherfuckers ever say that rapping fast and niggas ain't saying nothing, shut the fuck up, man. Listen to that motherfucking shit, man. I was gonna run that shit back, man. Saying niggas who rap fast ain't saying shit. I'm not really like a fast rapper like that, but I mean I have rap fast on some songs. But anyway, motherfuckers talking shit about fast rappers, man. Yo, Busta Rhymes, he definitely be saying shit when he fast rapping. Twista definitely be saying shit when he fast rapping. Tech Nine definitely be saying shit when he fast rapping. Crooked Eye definitely be saying shit when he fast rapping. Twisted Insane definitely be saying shit when he fast rapping. Who else? Motherfucking, who else be doing that shit? Eminem definitely be saying shit when he fast rapping. Yo, man, don't shit on fast rappers, yo. A lot of niggas shit on fast motherfuckers. Fast rappers say they ain't saying shit, man. Fuck all that, man. It's some fast rappers who don't be saying shit, but those 10 I just named, they definitely be saying shit when they fast rapping. So don't shit on fast rappers. Hold on. Damn. Hold on, let me take this down quick. Yo, man, we're gonna get into the it's so fitting. Before I get into it, I just had a pause right there, but before I get into it, I was gonna talk about next. His update on Method Man versus Redman. I still don't know. Method Man versus Red. I was thinking about this the other day. Everybody has their motherfucking rankings. Everybody has their top 5, their top 10 motherfucking rappers. But it's like, yo, if your top 5, my top 5, your friend top 5, and they friend top 5, all was in a cipher together, all that shit would be motherfucking hard. This is how I judge the top 5. I judge it as a cipher. Like I don't give a fuck about the record sales, album sales, or like how many followers they got. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I give a fuck about lyrical ability, motherfucking skill. And when I talk about the top five, I'm talking about like in a cipher. In a cipher, who would be the hardest MC in a motherfucking cipher? This is not my top five, but just say like Black Thought, Method Man, Redman. Let's put Drake. Let's put Drake in there and Tyler. Who you think gonna be the hardest nigga in that cipher? Who you think gonna be the hardest? Who you think gonna spit the hardest motherfucking 16 in that cipher? Black Thought, Method Man, Redman, Drake, Tyler. It's the cipher. The whole cipher gonna be cool. The whole cipher gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of put Drake in there because I trolled him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really write his own shit. But I'm just saying, who you think will spit the hardest motherfucking 16 in that cipher? Your favorite rapper's your favorite rapper. But anyway, like, what I'm saying is, like, you could put anybody's top five. You could take one person from anybody's top five, and you can put them all in a cipher. You can put everybody's top five in a cipher, and that shit would be crazy. Like, everybody has their own motherfucking taste in with this shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's like it's about bars and lyrical ability, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody who has their motherfucking taste, or whoever has, like, everybody has their motherfucking favorite rapper or whatever. It's like, yo, if you put them all together, like, I was just thinking about, yo, if Black Thought did a compilation album with Method Man, Redman, or King Los. King Los is actually, like, as of right now, he's my motherfucker. He's in my top three. As far as lyrical ability, as of right now, King Los, like, he was, yo, man, this motherfucker gonna sway do 10, 15-minute freestyles every single time he up there. And he just be going. Like, yo, it's like, I don't know, man. It's just everybody has their motherfucking top five or top 10 or whatever. Like, if they was all in the cipher together, or they was all in the album together with a beat that you motherfucking, like, they should be spitting on, that shit would sound hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's weird though, cause like, yo, like that when J.Cole, I forgot who album that was. I think it was J.Cole album. When I saw J.Cole album, J.Cole and Kendrick together on Forbidden Fruit, I was like, yo, this shit about to be nuts. And then Kendrick only did the hook on that shit. It's kind of off on a tangent, but it's kind of like that. It's like, fam, like, bro, you should be on the beat. Like, get on the beat that we really want to hear you motherfucking spit. We want to hear lyrical warfare. We don't hear the, you know what I'm saying? I think they were just playing with us on that shit. Because, like, bro, you know they know we want to hear lyrical warfare from them, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Kendrick and J. Cole gonna be on the track together, I want to hear, like, I don't want to hear just Kendrick on the motherfucking hook, man. I want to hear Kendrick spit a hard ass verse, and I want to hear lyrical Kendrick versus J. Cole lyrical warfare, like Method Man, Redman. Yo, that could be dope. Kendrick and J. Cole could be the new Method Man, Redman. If, like, I don't know yet. It's too soon to speak, because we really haven't heard J. Cole and Kendrick, just them two on a track, go back and forth with lyrical warfare, like we've heard Method Man, Redman. But I just think, like, yo, they could like, if they got together and they really did the track that everybody wants, like, if they gave us the Black Friday shit, but they really wasn't together on that. They just spit on each other beats. I want to hear them on the track together, lyrical warfare, lyrical sparring, going back, throwing blows. That's what I want to hear from them. Like, 2019, we got to get that. We got to get at least a track, not a project, at least a motherfucking track. Because I think those two, they could have the potential to be the new Redman and Method Man if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, like, and I don't even want to compare them, because Method Man and Redman got some shit that, yo, like, it's going to be hard to touch that. It's going to be hard to fill those shoes, man. It's going to be super hard to fill those shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, because I listen to both those albums back and forth. Blackout 1 and 2. Like, them together, like, that's hip. Like, those two albums, that's hip hop. That, like, I'm not saying they're the greatest hip hop albums ever created. I'm not saying they're the best albums ever. I'm not saying, like, you know, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that, yo, those two albums. That's the quintessential. If hip hop was in a dictionary, it should be Blackout 1 and 2. That should be the definition of hip. like I don't want to call it. See that I don't want to get everybody like I don't want to get. I don't want to put it too high. I'm not saying it's the greatest hip hop album ever. I'm just saying that that album itself, it embodies the motherfucking essence of motherfucking hip hop. That shit just embodies that. It just to the motherfucking bass, to the bars, to the motherfucking delivery, to the lyrics, to how it's sequenced, to the skits, to the it's just that shit. It just encapsulates the motherfucking time too of that time. Well, my suspicion of it, my what's the word I'm looking for? What I've surmised about that time from people who lived in that time, you know what I'm saying? It just encapsulates that time, you know what I'm saying? So it's the feeling. That album is a motherfucking feeling. Yo, both of those albums are motherfucking feelings, yo. Like I don't know how to explain that shit. But anyway, man, what the fuck else I can talk about? We almost done. What else was it? Oh yeah, last poets. Like I said, man, we will if not next week or the week after that, we will get to the last poets. The last poets were a spoken word group from the 1970s. I think they put out their first vinyl pressing in '74, if I'm not mistaken. It was early '70s. They put out their first vinyl pressing in the early '70s. I forgot what the name of that album was, but that's not the album we're gonna be doing. I couldn't find that album on vinyl, but we were gonna get I've been going back and listening to way before this podcast. I went back and listened to some of the last poets, some of their Lucy's. You know what I'm saying? I listened to one of their projects and as a whole compilation, and I listened to some of their interviews and stuff like that. Niggas, man, hip hop is older than we really think. You know what I'm saying? If you go into the history, KRS-One is a good if you don't know KRS-One, that's a sound. That him sound of the police. I think that's KRS-One. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Like you know that song, right? KRS-One is a really good reference for a hip hop historian. When I was in here we go. When I was in fifth grade, not fifth grade, before fifth grade, and I was at elementary school. I went to the library one day, and there was this. This is how like my first introduction, my first real introduction to the knowledge of or the history of motherfucking hip hop. And this is how I fell in love with it. This is how I fell in love with the motherfucking hip hop. I was at elementary school. I went to the library, our school library, and there's this book. I do not remember the name of this book. It was a white book. It was a white book. It had like 100-something pages in it, and it was all about hip hop history from of course what's the name of that song? From the hip, the hop, the hip, the hippie to the hip. That was the first commercial hip hop record. It was hip hop. I'm gonna go into some of the history of hip hop before that record, but anyway, this is how I got into motherfucking like hip hop when I was at elementary school. Like it was this white book. It was the hip hop. It was about hip hop history, and it was one thing that really stuck with me about that motherfucking book. It was the part. They had the lyrics, and I don't think they had on locked out or nothing like that. It was so wild because this was in my elementary school library. They had the lyrics from Ice Cube. From NWA, they had the lyrics from Ice Cube NWA song. Damn, I cannot remember what motherfucking song, but I do know the lyrics. It was motherfucker got it bad cause I'm brown. What was that? They had, of course, they had motherfucker just the line through it, M and the R and the line through it. But that motherfucking line, I think that motherfucking line that line really stuck in my head. And I read that book. I must have rented that book out. Well, not rented out. I mean, like checked it. I must have checked that book out like 10 times. And I read that book cover to cover like 10 times. But I was just so fascinated. Like I really did the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? and my curiosity didn't stop there. You know, so I kept going from that point. But that book was really my first introduction. I mean, of course, I heard like if I rap on the radio and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, everybody hears like my mama played Jay-Z in the car, Biggie in the car, and all that. And I was of course I was already hip hop then, but when you a kid, you really just fuck with the shit that's on the radio. You know what I'm saying? You don't really, you know what I'm saying? You don't really start listening to your own shit until you like maybe 13, 14, 15 maybe. Like you really, I didn't get my first CD I ever purchased was Meat Meal Dreams and Nightmares, and I was probably like 15 maybe something like that. And yo, so when you were a kid, you really just listen to the shit that's on the radio. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have a particular genre that you like. You just listen to whatever your mama listened to. And you know it's funny now. My mama was young. All she listened to was rap. Like that's all she listened to. She used to listen to Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac, like all that. She only used to listen to rap. Now she slowly made the transition to only listen to gospel. Like it was funny too, cause like she started with rap gospel like Ty Tribbett, Kurt Franklin, Stomp. What is it? Stomp. You know what I'm saying? Kurt Franklin had that hype shit. I don't want to cuss like that, but sorry, Lord. But Ty Tribbett, you know, they had that hype. They had that hype turn up gospel. My mama went from rap to turn up gospel to just regular old plain gospel. She really made like a gradual transition to full gospel. You know what I'm saying? She had to take a little pit stop at turn up gospel. You know what I'm saying? She was fucking with the Ty Tribbett, Big VICTO. That shit is crunk. That shit I can't lie. That shit gets you motherfucking crunk though. Yeah, VICTO. Why ladies, hey, that shit do go hard a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That shit do go hard. Of course, Kurt Franklin and shit like that. She used to listen to turn up gospel. You know what I'm saying? She really made a gradual transition just to listening to like regular plain gospel. You know what I'm saying? Now all she listens to is regular gospel and maybe 107.3. Yeah, man. So her mama really made the transition just to listen to gospel, but she was younger. You know what I'm saying? My mama had me. She was 17. Uh, so like she was really. My mama was young. She was like 20 something. So all she used to listen to was rap. You know what I'm saying? So my mama really was the first person who introduced me to like quote unquote real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That not just the shit that's on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like she introduced me. Like we listened to Biggie album every day. Listen to Biggie. Listen to Blueprint 3. We listen to Blueprint 3 almost every day. Jay-Z Blueprint 3. We used to listen to that shit almost every single day in the car. I used to bump Biggie in the car almost every single day. I used to ride at that shit. That shit was so like I was so ill. Like that was so ill about my mom. Like that's one thing. Like I was like, yo, that's my mama really was the first person to introduce me to like that real shit, like that real hip hop. Like, and I keep saying like quote unquote real hip hop because I try to. I hate putting the shit in a box, but you gotta put the shit into a frame of reference for people to understand. But yeah, my mama was the first person that really introduced me to that shit. But after that, I read that book and I really got interested. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to know more. I really wanted to start doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yo, like this shit is just too dope. It's in my blood. You know what I'm saying? It was just right. You know what I'm saying? It felt right. You know what I'm saying? That's really how I got introduced to the motherfucking hip hop and shit like that. But and I think that's why today I do the Mighty Nice podcast and I rap and you know what I'm saying? I do shit like DaRuler. You know, I see that shit down there. But like I said, I've done all the elements and shit like that. But yeah, man. Last poets. Yeah, we're gonna like I said before. Next week we're gonna get into, or the week after that, we're gonna get into the last poets. We're gonna get into their contribution to, and it's not like it's not the hip hop. It's not the hip hop as we know it today. It's not like they not rapping. The beat is them somebody playing the drums. You know what I'm saying? And they doing spoken word over it. You know what I'm saying? They're not really trying to flow with the beat. It's more about the message. You know what I'm saying? It's not hip hop in the traditional sense of today, but the message itself is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It is hip hop. Like the message itself, like what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't really consider this chapter in history hip hop, but I kind of do. You know what I'm saying? You know, the first commercial record was, you know what I'm saying, hip hop, the hip, you know what I'm saying, and that people really attribute that to the beginning. And I don't really think that's the beginning. If you really go listen what was it, the art of rap, with Ice-T, go watch that. Yo, the art of rap with Ice-T, that shit is so ill, man. I really learned a lot from that motherfucking shit. Like about the history, I learned more about the history. And if you really go back, if you listen to KRS-One, oh yeah, I was off on a tangent. Talking about KRS-One, but back to KRS-One. If you listen to KRS-One, listen to some of his historical shit on motherfucking the history of rap and history of hip hop. It really goes back to motherfucking slavery days with some shit called the dozens. If you never heard of the dozens, it's basically roasting. It's basically roasting. They wasn't rapping. They were just saying it's just the whole spirit and the whole aura of hip hop. Like it really started back in slavery. It really started with the tribe. Somebody called the G-Rod, and the G-Rod is a storyteller. And the G-Rod takes the whole tribe, and it was kind of like their entertainment back in the day. Like today, we watch TV, we be on our phones. You know what I'm saying? Some people read magazines, some people read books, and a G-Rod was kind of like he was the storyteller in the tribe. You know what I'm saying? And before I think before people went to bed, or probably even in the daytime, he used to tell stories to the people. And he was like the G-Rod had a high position in the motherfucking tribe because he kept people entertained. Entertainment, see, like, here's back to my theory that there's nothing new under the sun. Like entertainment has always existed. You know what I'm saying? People have been like that's why entertainers get paid so much, because when people are done with their work, when people were done tilling the fields, or done building whatever they had to build, or people were done with their work back before technology, they wanted to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? So there's a reason why, you know what I'm saying, that entertainers are held to a, you know what I'm saying, or get paid a lot of money, because back in the day, that was something that people wanted. You know what I'm saying? When they were done with the work and they were done with the motherfucking whatever they was doing, they wanted something to laugh at, or something to cry at, or something to watch. You know what I'm saying? Before they went to bed, or just in the day. You know what I'm saying? People had time to chill. Some people had time to chill. Like people really. So like that's where you get the motherfucking storytellers and the motherfucking like puppet shows and shit like that, and like people building like little stick figures, or even something as simple as that there's a small light and you making bunny ears with your fingers. You know what I'm saying? People use that as entertainment. You know, I've done that when I was a kid. You know, there's a little light coming into the room. Use your fingers that make, you know, tell a little story or something like that. Entertainment has always existed. You know what I'm saying? So that's my best of the more of the story. The G-Rod was the person in the community who told the stories, who was a storyteller to the people. And when those African people were taken from their land, there was something called the dozens, and slaves that were there that had deformities. Like say a slave had a short leg, or say a slave had a big head, or say a slave had was missing an arm or something. Those slaves were sold as a dozen, because they were seen as they all had deformities. So people they got sold for cheaper as a dozen, and because they had deformity, and you know what I'm saying, they couldn't work as well as the others. You know what I'm saying? So they were sold cheaper as a dozen. And those slaves, they used to make fun of each other, say, "Oh, yo, you got a short leg," or "Oh, boy, your head so big," or something like that. "Oh, boy, your head," you know what I'm saying? Roasting, essentially roasting each other. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a saying, we keep we keep laughing just to keep from crying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like they wanted something to laugh about and to stop crying. You know what I'm saying? About their what they was going through at the time. You know what I'm saying? Being a slave and shit like that, and being a deformed slave at that. You know what I'm saying? So they like I said, they were sold as a dozen because they all had deformities that could work as well. And yeah, man, so they all used to make fun of each other. And then this is where we get roasting from. I bet you a lot of people didn't know that. You get roasted, like people, you know what I'm saying? People have been roasting each other for forever, essentially. You know what I'm saying? And black people created roasting. You know what I'm saying? When we were slaves, there was, you know what I'm saying, there's something called the dozens, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just so you take that little shit with you, take that little tidbit of fact with you, you know what I'm saying? Where roasting actually come from, the history of roasting. And this is how it leads into like the whole aura of hip hop. We can really take it back to those days, but niggas have really been rapping since the 30s. Like I said in the previous podcast before, I heard some shit from the 30s or 40s. Some nigga was spitting bars. Some nigga was spitting bars from the 30s or 40s. I don't even know what his name was. You think crazy rap names have just started? Like this nigga had some crazy ass Cool Breeze, something crazy as fuck. But it was from the 30s or 40s. Niggas was spitting some motherfucking bars. I heard about 4 bars or whatever. I don't know where they found this record at. I don't know. I forgot what the name of the song was. I'm gonna look it up. I might play it on here one day if I can find that shit again. But yeah, man, niggas have really been rapping forever. You know what I'm saying? What else I was gonna say about that? Yeah, man. Just like I said, man. Just know where your favorite flow comes from. Know where all this shit comes from. You know what I'm saying? Don't think this shit just started with you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time to get motherfucking out of here, man. But before we get out of here, man, I know what motherfucking time it is, man. It is Mighty Nice 16 time, yo. Mighty Nice 16 time. We always end the show with a Mighty Nice 16. And we're going to do this shit again. And, yo, we're going to go ahead and get out this bitch. Get in. Let's get it. Sitting here chilling like villains in my pavilion, searching for a feeling prevailed, and I rock with him and held like 5 splits. This bliss is so heavenly, blessed and highly favoring this daily melody. The dope potent is coded and rendered. Some niggas post mortem. I sort them like clean clothes. My order to claim souls. Don't know shows. They so. Bro, those from biggest shit to paper thin. Pure adrenaline finish until they not a semblance. Kicking it straight ridiculous. Illish to killer shit when I drill it in. Militant like fucking nemesis. How I'm spilling the samurai style. Your brutal. The wild child came to drive the crowd in a new direction. It's going up like erections. Better use protection. This letter was crafted to perfection. My selections on that next shit. No exit. The exit is from the kingdom. I ain't want to join them, so I had to beat them. It's the ruler, I just had to lead them. They say he was a shoe-in, so I had to defeat him. Why they acting brand new like the Garden of Eden? Believe this, my land is planted. It's outlandish. My plan is can't say it. This is sum it up. It's the brain damage. Mass panic, not tyrannic, but the shock is when I clock this. Watch this. When I clock in, watch this. Raise my right fist. The Almighty, tread lightly. You up. Go against ghosts. That's unlikely. Not a hype beast. I be the 5 beat straight from the hot heat. But Lucy couldn't stop me, so here I be hiding highly Selassie. It's out. Yo, we out this bitch. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Mighty Nice Podcast. Motherfucking episode 13. This was some motherfucking fun, man. Thank you for kicking with your boy SpokenGhost, the host of motherfucking most. We got out this bitch. Peace.